All right, fellas, let's make some drip rails for this front trunk on this 1974 Porsche 914. So I measured everything out, and basically I need 9 inches to run down the side and another 9 inches to run across the front and tie in there. So that makes it easy. I checked the dimensions of the existing drip rail, basically a 1/2 inch on the edge, 3/4 in the valley, and then I'm going to do another lip on the other edge of a 1/2 inch. So got some sheet metal, got it all marked out, 1/2 inch, 3/4, 1/2 inch, so 4 sections, and let's cut it out. So I used my sheet metal shears for this, and it's super fast, and you can cut really nice straight cuts. The only downside is when you're using that, you lose about, I think it's about a 1/4 inch of material. So this center cut, when I went down the middle, that means that particular edge is going to be about 1/8 of an inch less than the other edges, but that's okay. So now I'm going to get the metal brake out and make the bends. Okay, just clamp her down on the dotted line and then make your bend. Then the second bend, you just slide it out and the metal will go over the top of the clamp. Yeah, I did all 18 inches and I'm going to cut it in half. This should make for a nice uniform channel instead of doing 4 separate pieces, I think. Okay, so I got these cut, roughed in, and I started prepping inside of this fender here. And what I'm finding is whoever did the body work on this car, there's a lot of body filler up here, but it had actually made a pretty nice straight edge. And I'm having to get in there with a wire brush and kind of clip that in order to get down to this metal, because that's what I'm going to have to weld the drip rail to. And I got to clean up this here. This is interesting. I guess this is factory, although it seems odd that there's separation between the 2 layers of metal. You can see signs of a seam along here, so basically that would mean the fender has a drip rail, and the chassis does also. So I'm not sure about that. Okay, so note that the fender has got an arc to it, and therefore the channel should have an arc as well. Well, I'm not going to do that. That's a lot of trouble because I'd have to split the sides and bend it and all that stuff. This will be a little bit lower than what was originally in there, but it'll be fine. So I'm going to go ahead and tack weld this in, and then I'll have to take this inner edge and bend it to have it meet up with that fender, because you got a gap there. But once I tack it in, that won't be a problem. All right, I got some pretty good welds in there, and it's a little gnarly up there where the original channel is. So next thing is to fit this other piece in, and I'll have to do some trimming, to where it all goes together and joins up with this piece here. So to get these 2 pieces to mesh together, I just trimmed the little corner off the one coming down the fender, and then got this front piece clamped in place. Looks like 9 inches is going to come up a little short, but I can put a little plug in there to make up that difference. Okay, so that went really nice. I just put some seam welds along here, and I don't know that this needs a whole bunch of welding. I mean, there's two purposes this channel serves. One is to get the water, keep the water from going, rainwater from going into the front trunk. Also, there's a seal that sits in these channels, a rubber seal. Now, of course, if you had your headlight buckets, that would make a right turn and come out and go down. Well, I think if and when I get that seal, I can just take these two pieces and use them over here, because I believe they are separate pieces. So with all that in mind, I'm going to kind of leave this unfinished for now and see, you know, one, how the fiberglass hood works in relation to all this, and also how the seal conforms to the channel, the bulkhead, and the hood itself. And then I can make modifications as needed. Probably will plug that little gap up at some point, but I'm going to do the same thing just like this on the driver's side, and I'll show you the results of that after it's all put together. So the driver's side turned out maybe a little bit better. There was not that big lip of body filler on this side. I was able to find metal, and I didn't have to push that edge back underneath there like I had to do on the passenger side. I think for you, those of you that decide to do this modification, I mean, each and every car is going to be different depending on how much body work has been done. Every one of these 914s that I've worked on has had body damage to the front fenders. And this is like my 4th or 5th one. So it's not surprising. Let's see how it looks when the hood closes. Pretty much the same. I'm monkeying around with the bumper a little, so I need to pull that back up, but it's not interfering. It looks like it will be fine. These gaps are awful, but again, this is not the hood I'm going to use, so maybe the hood I get will be wider. Who knows? But so this is a nice nice way to go as far as if you delete your headlight buckets. And I may encounter other problems whenever I get the replacement hood, but you know, I wanted to get this done. I had the materials on hand. It didn't cost me any money to do this, you know, so something to think about if you're gonna do a different hood, delete your headlight buckets, and we'll just keep plugging. Thanks for watching, guys.